Monday, January 17th. It's 11:12. It was 11:11 when I got here. And I am here. It is Monday night. It's wonderful to see you. Ooh, I like that. My friend Oreo he's the coolest little dog. Yeah, have you Googled Betty White today? That's kind of a cool thing. Happy Martin Luther King life. Celebrate it on a daily basis. Life. That's how I look at it. Anyway, I am here and I am going to go to the privacy and edit the privacy. And that's done. 4 comments already. Patty Loman. Hello, Patty. Hello, William. Hello, Patty. Hello, William. And there are other people here. Thank you for watching. My name is Jenna. I am here 7 days, 7 nights, 14 times a week, right here on 11:11 with Jenna, 11:11 a.m. and 11:11 p.m. So if you're watching it right now, thank you. If you're watching it a little later, thank you. If you like it, share the show. And if you're watching it on YouTube, thank you, William D. Actually, I wanted to wear it. I want these instead. Thank you, William D. I appreciate it very much. He lifts them, copies them. You need to show me how to do it because, you might get a little tired of doing it. And then I really, I know, 3 people. When are you going to start a podcast? 2 years ago. I'm a little late to the game, but it could still happen. It could still happen. I have the golden salad. Hi, Kier. Kier, come be on the show. Sal's Gone Girl Balm right here in my hand. Patty, have you been using it? So it's Monday night, and I usually like to do a meditation, but I received a book in the mail that I have not read. It's a children's book, but I thought, why not, right? Why not a children's book? On bruises, use it on everything. Put it on your feet. It's the best on your feet. It's good on your hands. Put it on your face. I love it. William uses it too. So are you guys into hearing a story? I think it'd be kind of fun. I thought, I'll read a book. It's got pictures. It's do you know who Padma Lakshmi is? You may not even get through the whole book. It's kind of long. Maybe we'll read part of it tonight. I find a good spot. It's written by Padma Lakshmi and illustrated by Juana Martinez Neal, who is a Caldecott Honor winner, and Padma Lakshmi is the host of Top Chef and Taste the Nation. So, what do you think? Let me know. I think if you're interested. Morocco. Did you guys get snow? Because I have talked to friends in Toronto that said it's just still coming down. It was, what did Matt say? Let me look again. Matt Gorbett, my scientist, artist, groovy friend. Matt Gorbett blizzard. Biggest snowstorm, biggest single day snowfall since 1965 in Toronto. So just curious if you're experiencing the same. Okay, now I gotta go back to my page so I can see what you guys are saying. Hey, Bonnie, the name of the book is Tomatoes or Tomatoes. You say tomato, I say tomato. You say potato, I say potato. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. Let's call the whole thing off. I love to sing. I will be singing on May 24th. I think I'm planning. Anyway, so yes to the snow, Morocco. If you pour a little vinegar on it, it might help melt it a little bit. Hello, Mama Grace. So Mama Grace was having some, and I even had a blip today. So I unplugged all the devices and I restarted everything. It was raining at noon at 35 Fahrenheit at noon, and 4 hours later, it's a massive blizzard. What? For reals? Negative 20 and 40 mile an hour wind? Wow. That's crazy. I do. I love to sing. I need to sing. You guys can't just try to understand doing what your passion in life is and doing it as you're living, and then it gets taken away. It's like, what? Mind bending. Hello, Mama Grace. I miss being on stage. I miss working with Rolf. I miss working with John R. I miss working with all these super talented people. I have. On my love stream. You know, I call this the love stream, not a live stream. I call it a love stream. Love stream. So, what do you think? Would you guys like to hear? Would you like me to read this book? Tomatoes for Neela. Let's try it out. Like I said, I never even picked it up. But, thank you. Okay. Neela loved cooking with her Amma in their cozy kitchen. There was a lovely portrait of her Patti that hung over them, watching them cook. So sit back and relax. Dim all the lights, maybe. What happens if I do that? Am I still here? Ooh. Ooh. Dim all the lights, sweet darling, 'cause tonight is all the way. Kind of crazy, right? Neela and her Amma made all kinds of yummy recipes. There were cakes and puddings and sauces always bubbling away. Speaking of cakes and puddings and stuff, Patty Loman. Patty, are you going to meet me tomorrow morning? It's kind of scary. It's a little Phantom of the Opera. Do you want me to turn the lights back on? It's kind of harsh. Okay. Amma scribbled all their recipes into a big notebook. It was always open. Neela loved to sit on the counter and copy the recipes into her own notebook too. Among the spices and nuts, there sat another cloth-covered book on the shelf. This one looked old and important. Yes. Like it was full of spells and belonged to a wizard. But it had actually once belonged to her Patti, and one day it would belong to Neela. Saturday was Neela's favorite day of the week. They were going to the green market. Yes, my favorite too. The market was always buzzing with customers and now brimming with crops from the end of summer. Juicy ripe peaches, plump blueberries, golden corn, and topped with stringy silk, so shiny. It looked like the hair of Neela's doll, the best time of the year. Pretty much. And the best of all, this is a joke, isn't it? Tomatoes, because I don't like tomatoes. Like every kind of tomato you could even imagine. Okay, I get the joke now. Pretty funny. Neela smiled at the heirloom tomatoes with their funny shapes and ridges. Amma explained, they are called heirlooms because their seeds are passed down from season to season, so they always maintain their deep flavor. These tomatoes reminded Neela of Patti's cookbook. Hi, Dawn. I love you. Somebody sent it to me. Dawn, come visit. Come hang out on 11/11 with Vito. Oh, not Vito. I'm sorry. With what's your new puppy's name? We had a pet parade last week. I love you. Florida girl. It's cold here. Neela and Amma brought back a bag bursting with plump, juicy, oh good, plum tomatoes. Plum tomatoes were the best for making her Pati's favorite tomato sauce. I'm not going to say it anymore. It sounds so effective because they had fewer seeds. Making sauce was something she had done at the end of every summer, right before school started, since Neela could remember. Neela loved how the sauce tasted, but the sweetest part was that it made her feel closer to her Pati, who lived far away in India. Neela unpacked their treasure onto the counter as she smiled up at her Pati's portrait. Neela always helped her Amma. She shelled peas in the spring, peeled sweet potatoes in the fall, and even sprinkled and stirred spices into dishes. Neela loved listening to her Amma tell stories while they cooked together. Many of these tales had been passed down from mothers to daughters. Hi, Mama Grace, I love you. It's really pretty. And it doesn't have a tomato. Oh, yeah, it does. Never mind. Amma washed and carefully cut X's on the bottom of each tomato. Then she dropped them in boiling water for just a few minutes. After she strained them and they were cool enough to touch, Neela began to peel them. Next, Amma cut them over a bowl, saving the juices and seeds. Neela peeled garlic, and then Amma sliced and fried the garlic gently with oil in the pan. Is there anything better? At times, Amma moved so quickly the bangles on her wrists made pretty clinking sounds. That's another conversation. This was music to Neela's ears. There was a slow rhythm when she chopped, faster beats when she shook spices, but the loudest and most fun was when her Amma shredded carrots with the box grater. When garlic was just barely golden, Amma added the tomatoes to the pan. Neela shook in the salt, and Amma stirred, her bangles clicking and clacking. So annoying. Neela danced around to the rhythm of the bracelet's music. Super annoying. Then she dropped in a few bay leaves so that Amma could stir again. Amma put a lid on the pan and showed Neela how to carefully lower the flame just so. The sauce simmered. The room smelled deliciously of warm tomatoes and garlic. I love you too. Please come visit on the show sometime. Be my guest. I'd love to hear all about Florida and your new job. See ya, sister. Did you know that tomato comes from an old Aztec word, tomati? Tomatl. They traveled from New World all the way to Europe and even India long ago, Mama said. People thought tomatoes were pretty but feared they were poisonous. Neela laughed at the idea of being afraid of a tomato. David Siegel, hi. We're reading a story tonight. I really want you to come be on the show. David Siegel's super talented, you guys, and really funny. And apparently he makes jewelry. Earrings, I've heard. I have these on tonight. Do you guys remember what these are made of? They're pretty cool. Over the years, I don't know. Did any of you send the book? I think it's kind of a joke because some people know that I don't like tomatoes. So I think maybe that's why I was sent the book. Okay. Over the years, people in Spain and Italy began to cook them in sauces and stews and found they were just delicious. Neela wrote these notes down in her recipe book in clear letters. She was excited to show her Pati what she had learned and how she could make the family tomato sauce when she would come visit in the winter. Sauce is ready. Sugo. Want a taste? Amma asked. Yes, Neela said. She ate slowly, letting the warm sauce coat her mouth. This was the taste they would savor all winter when the air grew cold and tomatoes were no longer in season. It's really more Nutella than Coke. I like raw coconut, not like baked in a cake. But why can't we just buy tomatoes then, Amma? Because tomatoes grow on vines on the longest days of the year when it's hot enough to go swimming. They need to swim in the sun, Amma explained that tomatoes picked when in season not only taste better, they are better for you. It's best to have fruits and vegetables when Mother Nature likes to grow them near us. That's for sure. It's a big book. All Neela knew was that cooking tomatoes in summer would make her happy in the winter too. Made into simple pasta sauce or yummy chutney, used to stew beans for chili, or turned into salsa for enchiladas. The tomatoes would fill containers and canned jars that would be the pride and joy of their kitchen. Now they just had to save enough to have tomatoes in the winter. Look at all that. Beautiful. Neela placed a special jar of tomato sauce in the back of the cupboard that she would save for Pati's next visit. That way she could be a part of this special Saturday too. One day soon they would share these sweet flavors together. They're so cute. Pati's tomato sauce. So then there's the recipe for the tomato sauce. That's super cool. And tomato chutney. And fun facts about tomatoes. Would you like to hear them? Tomatoes are a fruit, not a vegetable. This is because they have seeds and grow from a flowering plant. There are around 10,000 varieties of tomatoes. They come in many colors: red, yellow, orange, pink, purple, black, and white. They originated in the Andes Mountains of what are now Peru, Chile, Bolivia, and Ecuador, and were first used by the Aztecs in Mesoamerica as food. Tomatoes were first brought to Europe in the 1500s. China produces the most tomatoes, followed by the United States and India. Tomatoes are rich in a healthy antioxidant called lycopene. It's good for your skin. The original Aztec name for tomato, translates to plump thing with navel. I'm a plump thing with a navel. We all are. Well, we're not all plump, but not plump. The Italian word for tomato, pomodoro, translates to golden apple. The scientific name for the tomato is Solanum lycopersicum. Solanum lycopersicum, which means wolf peach. Now see, I should like tomatoes because they're called a wolf peach. I love wolves and I love peaches. What about you? Tomato season is typically in summer and early fall in the United States. Most tomatoes are grown in California year-round and Florida October through June. Really? Okay, and here's a little bit about the author. Some of my fondest memories from childhood are of cooking with the women in my family. It is the foundation for all I have spent my life working on. Today, I love sharing my passion for cooking with my daughter, Krishna. Our most treasured times together are spent shopping for ingredients at the farmer's market and running home to cook our bounty for the evening's meal. Nothing brings us closer than food. It helps me connect her to our culture. It's time for stories and family history, and I use these cooking activities to teach Krishna not only how to cook, but what to cook and when. A child who cooks her own food is more likely to eat it and to eat well. Children feel a proprietorship and pride in what they've cooked, even when it's healthy for them. Teaching children how to cook gives them the gift of good eating long after we are gone. The pleasure that comes from making something with my child and then savoring it together is magical. I believe that being able to feed ourselves well at home using simple ingredients is the healthiest thing we can do for our family in the long run. My hope is that you will use the recipes in this book to bring your family together in health and happiness. I will take photographs and I will post them. Neela's tomato chutney and Pati's tomato sauce. Whoever gifted me this book, thank you very much. It's cute. I have a book of dogs down here I can read next week. So that was kind of it's a beautiful story, isn't it? Thank you. Really, they were poisonous in Europe? I had no idea. I thought they were poisonous here. But I have a feeling I'm going to ask tomorrow if they sent me the book, and then I'll let you know if that's where it came out of. Lillian and Grace are downstairs. We were watching a movie. I can't remember the name of it. Joaquin Phillips is in it. It's good. It's super intense. And it's on Prime, but I can't remember the name of it. Something about, you're welcome, Patty. Thank you. Okay. I can read. Well, that's why we have poetry, but maybe a story. Okay. I was thinking of something and I was going to say it and then I completely forgot. And there's my fridge. So I love the fact that, Patty, you make the kringloss with your kids and you made the croissants. Are you going to make the croissants this week? Tomorrow? What's happening? Are we making something tomorrow? A singing segment. I need to make a podcast. William, do you know how to help me make a podcast? Might as well start now, because 5 years from now, they'll go, what? Did you guys see that little dog carrying that cute little duck? That poor duck is like, but they love each other. Really? William, really? Oh, let's do it. Let's make a podcast. All right, kids. Well, I'm still waiting for an answer from Patty. Will you be here tomorrow? Even if you're not cooking. Does anyone by any chance know whose key this is? I have no idea whose key this is. I kept looking at it. Podcasts are very popular. Yeah, but I don't know the first thing about how to start it. And people say, you can YouTube it. I YouTubed it. Oh, good. Yay. I'm going to do this, though. I did notice something. So Patty will be here in the morning, and tomorrow night, Dr. Andrew Rader. Wednesday morning, maybe I have somebody that wanted to be a guest. I haven't heard back from her yet. Okay. Well, I'd rather learn from you than YouTube, because I try. I sit there and I press the button and I listen to YouTube, and then Wednesday night, community night, and Thursday morning, Michael Keel, and Thursday night, maybe Corona Roki. I'm not sure. We'll see. We shall see. I'm really happy you're going to be here tomorrow, Patty. Does anyone have a letter for the evening? As Moira would say, letter. Would you please read the letter? Would you give me a letter, please? And then I'll sing us to sleep. Wolf Moon. David. S for the story I'll sing for you. I'll sing for you a song on the wolf moon. The wolf moon knows. The wolf moon grows in the light of the full moon. A wolf peach I would love, I would learn to love a tomato, but I have given up on that. So now, just slow down your breath, close your eyes, rest your hands down by your side. Top of the head, back of the head, down your neck and spine. Let it go. Let it go. Forehead, your eyes, your cheeks, your ears, your nose, your mouth that speaks, your chin, your neck to your chest, and rest. Wolf moon, can you hear me? Can you feel the sound? Rest your arms, your elbows, forearms, your wrists to your fingertips. Let it go, wolf moon, let it go. Now your pelvis, your bum and your hips, your thighs to your knees, please release. Your shins, your calves, your ankles, top of your feet to the toes. Let the soles relax your mind. Wolf moon, I see you. Wolf moon, I feel you. From your thoughts, make them sound. From your words, have them be soothing, and from your heart, always a subtle but strong heart. Wolf moon, I sing for you. Good night, everybody. Love heart. Really, really